YouTube? It's your girl Joe and I'm back with another video. So today's video is going to be a hair wash routine. I'm pretty much going to show you what I do every single time I wash my hair. So basically I'm going to start off with 4 sections first. It does not have to be straight. I try to make it as straight as possible, but it doesn't have to be straight as long as your hair is sectioned off into 4 parts. I do this because it helps tremendously. I find that my thick hair is very hard to handle in the shower. So if I go in the shower with all my hair out, it tends to get tangled and knotted, and I really don't like that. It makes my life very hard. So if you are somebody who has long hair or just thick hair in general, you want to make sure you try this technique because it's very helpful. So after I do a middle part, I'm just going to go ahead and make one of my boxes or triangles or rectangles, whatever you want to call it, because it doesn't always end up perfect. I try my best, but I'm not really looking for perfection. So I'm going to just section that part off. And you want to make sure that you comb out each part individually every single time you do a section. I didn't do that to the first one, but that's okay. I'm going to start off at the end. You always want to make sure you start from the end of your hair and then work your way from the top. Never start combing your hair from the root. It pulls your hair. It hurts. You never want to start from the root. Right now I'm just feeling my music. You guys can't hear it, but I am listening to music because I cannot wash my hair or do my hair in silence. So that's why I had to do a voiceover for you guys. But I go up to the next part. My hair is not so tangled right now because when I was taking out my braids, I combed each strand out individually, so it's not that bad. But you always want to make sure you comb out your hair when it's dry, and I say this because if you wait till you go into the shower, you find that your hair is pulling more hairs coming out, and this is because your hair is pulling and it's wet. So you're gonna find more hair coming out than it's supposed to. So you want to make sure you comb it while it's dry, starting from the end and working your way up. If your hair is very tangled during this time, feel free to get a spray bottle, add some detangler, or you can use a detangler, and your spray bottle you can add conditioner or whatever is helpful, and you just want to spray from the end to the root and just comb it out, and it will help you get through that detangledness, that tangledness, excuse me. But this is what you want to do. So at that point I sectioned all 4 parts off. I did forget to do the front, so I did go back. Just a few tips now that I'm done. I just want you guys to make sure you use a wide tooth comb. It's very important so you don't pull the hair, and always have your stuff laid out before starting so that you're not all confused and you don't miss a step. So for this hair wash routine, I decided to try some new products. So I'm going to be using Shea Moisture as usual, but the new thing I'm going to use is just shampoo and conditioner. Then I'm going to be using the detangler. The new products I decided to choose was curls. I heard a lot of good things about curls, so I'm super excited to see what it can do for me. Now I'm going to go wash my hair. It's about to take a while, so I'll see you later. Would you look at that? I am back. So now I'm just going to pretty much do the same thing I did when my hair was dry. I'm going to start from my ends and make my way up to the root. So as you can see, my hair is not tangled at all. I was able to detangle it in the shower with my 4 sections, which made it easier to do. So I'm going to be using Curls Leave-In Conditioner first. It's a Blueberry Bliss. That's what it's called. Curls Blueberry Bliss Leave-In Conditioner. It smells super good. It makes my hair smell like blueberries, and I love it. So I'm just gonna put a generous amount in my hand. Start from the ends. Make sure that end is lathered. You want to make sure your ends are very moisturized because it is the beauty of the hair. Like, You don't want dry, brittle ends. And then you're just gonna work your way through the rest of the hair. After I do that, I'm just gonna kind of throw my fingers in there, make sure it's able to go through, and then I'm gonna just keep combing and combing until I feel like it is good. So I like to show my curls when I make these videos so that you guys can see how my curl pattern is, and I also like to see it for myself. So as you can see, my curls are pretty stubborn. It's there, but it's not as visible. So what I did was I sectioned apart to try to get that curly look so that I can show you guys how my curls are. I'm going to use my detangling brush and try to go right through, but it's still very stubborn. But as you can see, they're very kinky and tight. I will most definitely continue using Shea Moisture shampoo and conditioner. I'm a big fan of Shea Moisture. It's actually one of the main products I use in my hair, but I have never tried the shampoo and conditioner until today. So I'll definitely continue because I love it. I just love the way it defined my curls. I loved like the conditioner. You can tell when a conditioner is very rich and good for your hair. So as you can see, I just started playing with my hair. It's very curly. I started messing with a few strands, but you can see that bounce and you can see the curl pattern as I go through it, and I'm very happy on how it looks. Next, I'm just gonna finish off with that part because as you can see, I've been on there for a while. Usually I'm not on a part for this long, but I was just fascinated with the way my hair looks. My hair has came a long way from damage to this beauty. So now I'm going to be trying the Curls Blueberry and Moisture Scalp Treatment. I've been on the hunt for new oils and stuff to help my hair. So if you got any recommendations, please feel free to comment down below. I'm so intrigued to try new things at this point. I'm a hot mess, I can tell you. I just don't like being bored when I am doing my hair. I need to be entertained because if I'm not, I get very lazy and then I change my mind. It smells very minty, by the way. I had a little hard time getting it on there because I kind of forgot how this thing works. So I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna take that droplet and I'm gonna just put it through my scalp. And as time went by, I started to feel that mintiness. It's like eating a breath mint, and you can taste the, you know, when you just go like that, you can taste the coolness in your scalp. It felt so good. So now I'm just gonna pretty much go on to the next section, and I'm gonna continue doing the same thing all around until I get to my last section. So now that I have completed all 4 sections, I'm just going to get into my quick hairstyle. I'm going to be doing a slick back this time because I do work and my job requires me to wear a hat. So my easiest thing to do at this point is a slick back because I do not want to be doing my hair every day. It already takes me a while to get out of bed, and then having to do my hair, that is just too much. So I chose to do a slick back. Just look at the beauty, look at that hair from the back. It is just amazing. It is definitely moisturized and curly and beautiful. I love it. So I'm just gonna do the back first and kind of lather it with Eco Styling Gel. I like this gel because it always slicks my hair. Like, there's never a time where I have any problems. My favorite one is the argan oil one and the olive oil one. I am looking for more recommendations with gels. Black owned will be preferred. So if you do have any black owned gels that you know about, or hair products in general that you know about, just let me know. I've been trying to find some, but not all gels work for my hair, so I've been using Eco Styler for a very long time. As you can see, I just did that part. What happens is, if you do the full head at the same time, some parts don't get gel, so it makes it hard for it to stay down. So I try to separate it before I add everything in one ponytail. Now the front tends to be the most stubborn part of the whole thing. You just always want to make sure you have a nice part in the middle, because that part gives it all. If your part is crooked, it throws off the look, you know? So you got to make sure your part is beautiful and ready, so that that slick look is immaculate. So I started to put more gel on the front. The front needs the most gel, and this is the most annoying hairstyle to do after you just washed your hair, because now your hair has nothing but gel, and you definitely are gonna have to start washing it again. So what happens is, I do not recommend you guys to wash your hair all the time with shampoo. I say, you know, once a month with shampoo, and I say this because shampoo definitely dries out your hair. I wash my hair every 2 weeks. I will do one with shampoo and the other with just conditioner. Conditioner restores your hair. It makes sure it's moisturized. Shampoo just kills it all. So you just don't want to put too much shampoo in your hair, but you want to make sure you still use it. Now, this is an issue that you'll find out while doing your slick ponytail. Your products that you use mixed with the gel might turn it white. So your hair might start to look very white, but that's okay. You can just take a towel and wipe it down, as you saw that I did, just to get that whiteness away. It's not gonna stay there unless you keep it there. So now I'm gonna put everything together, and one side is good, and now off to the next side. So I'm not sure how this side is about to treat me, but let's see, because usually because my hair is still growing, I did do a trim, and I also did it was more of a detailed cut. So my hair is working on all growing out properly, because the front had heat damage and I had to cut it. So when I put my hair in a slick back, sometimes you got the stubborn hairs that just don't want to go back into the ponytail with the rest of them. So I find myself literally smashing my head into the table because it is so annoying. And I hate to have so many pins in my hair. One, it doesn't always look great to see the pins in there. And then two, it's just the pins are just stabbing me in the head. I already have a problem with this slick back because it's so tight. And it's like, oh, my brains is just slick back. But the pins add like a stabbing sensation to it. So I try not to have to use pins at all. For this hairstyle, I recommend, if you have thick hair, to use 2 scrunchies. I say this because what usually happens with me, sometimes midway into the ponytail, I can be outside and all you hear is pop. It just pops in my head. And last thing I want is for my scrunchie to pop and my hair goes boom. So I do use 2 scrunchies, and I also use it because it gives it more support and more of a tightness. For this hairstyle, you definitely want to make sure you use the hardest brush you have. I don't care how much it hurts. The hardest brush would always be the best brush, because if your brush is too soft, it's not going to lay the hair down how it should. So now I got it all into that little scrunchie, and then my hair starts to look small. It looks like I have no hair, and now I look bald-headed. But as you can see, I do have hair, so what? I start to fluff up the ponytail a little bit, start to squeeze it out so that it's tight, and just apply more gel to it and take the brush and smoothen it out, because sometimes when you're adding that scrunchie to it, some hairs might just fly up instead of going back into the scrunchie. So you want to hold the hair down and brush it at the same time. Do not let your hand go, because what happens if you're just brushing and not holding your hand down on your head while brushing, your hair is going to start to come out of the ponytail, and that's going to be annoying, because then you have to do it all over again. So you just fluff up your little ponytail, make sure it's good. I start to add products to it, because then my curls start to pop in my little poofy poof back there. So I start to add a little bit. Don't add too much, it's gonna get white. So just fluff it up a little bit. Twirl those little curls you got in there so that it's all cute. I love when my curls pop in my slick backs. It is so cute. Now I take my towel and just wipe off the whiteness so that it doesn't look crazy. But it's edges time, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget the edges. You have to remember your edges. My favorite edge control of all times is Edge Booster. Edge Booster is the only edge control that has ever worked for me. Now, like I said about the gel, I'm still trying to find some black-owned products regarding gel and edge control to help me out here. I like to stay within the family. I love to support all black owned products. The reason why I think it's very important to stay within the family is because your family knows your hair. They know your hair type. They know what's good and bad for you. Each culture does different things to their hair. Many cultures might not use shampoo. They might use something else to wash their hair. So it's always important to stay within the family, because it's a safer way of making sure your hair is A1. It's great because usually we all have the same hair types depending on your culture and your background. So always do deep research into your hair type and your culture, because it can be helpful in making sure your hair gets the proper treatment that it needs. And also, ladies, please always read what your products have in it. Read the ingredients, because ingredients are very important. And if it doesn't have ingredients, that means you shouldn't be using it. Ingredients are important because it tells you what is in the product. You don't want to be using hair products that got pig feet in there, right? So you want to make sure you're reading your ingredients to make sure that nothing bad is going into your hair. Your hair is your beauty. You cherish it, you take care of it, and you love it. So I am doing my edges, and as you can see, the edge control kind of fell on the floor. But one thing I'm gonna say about my edges, I did a few years ago, I lost a lot of my edges due to people braiding my hair the wrong way. So it took me a very long time to restore my edges. And as you can see, as I'm doing the video, it is a little thin in some areas, but once it's slicked, you can see the fullness in there. Sometimes when my hair is wet, it looks like I got no edges. That's because my hair starts to get very curly and stuff, so you can't really see it in the front. but I did lose a lot of my edges, and compared to how it was before, it grew back tremendously. And what I used was Jamaican castor oil. I did it every single day, and Haitian castor oil I also used. Every single day I applied it to the area to moisturize it, and it started to grow back tremendously. Another thing that I do recommend is hair, skin, nails vitamins with biotin. Ladies, your nails will be growing in a day. And I hate my nails growing, but it has grown a lot. And so has my hair. So I'll be using all the products that I use today in the description box, along with any other items that I think you should invest in. Please take care of your hair. I made several mistakes in the past by not taking care of it, by thinking that flat ironing my hair was the way to go every day. Take care of your hair, do research, know what's good for you, test the waters a little bit, because I love this new curls product. I find that it really does bring out my curls nicely. I love the smell, and I'm just so excited to see what it can do for me. So don't stay in one hair product the rest of your life. Try to switch it up a little bit. Now I'm just gonna add some oil. You wanna make sure I'm gonna add that oil to my edges to make sure that edges keep growing, keep filling up. I'm gonna apply it a little bit to my hair, the ends of my puff. You just wanna make sure it is oiled up. Okay, subscribers and viewers, we have reached the end of the video. My puff is done. I'm looking good. And I thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Please help me get to 100 subscribers. Whatever you do, just help me get there. I enjoy making videos for you guys, and I will be back with more to come. Love you. Bye-bye.